as well.
Awesome. Thank you.
Perfect. We'll go ahead and get started. So welcome to Work It Wednesday, everybody. I'm really excited. So today we're going to learn about the TextDrip platform. And the reason that I started thinking about this is as we've been talking about systems and processes, and we've had special speakers on, they've all kind of talked about getting our systems in order. So that way we don't really have to think about it. And one thing that I really dislike about the KvCore, not that I love KvCore CRM, but what I don't like is the texting part. I don't like how they always are sending, even to people that have already communicated with us, that press stop if it's spam. These people have already registered on our website. So to me, it looks very spammy. So I wanted a way to kind of create a text campaign to match my email campaigns where it seemed more personal. And I stumbled across TextDrip and I wanted them to share their platform. So I'm going to go ahead and let you take over, and I'll accept people as they come through.
Awesome. Well, thank you so much for having me on today. My name is Tana, but everybody here can call me Tana. And I'm with TextDrip. I'm with our customer success team. We also have a couple people from our team here too as well. We have Leah. She is also in the building too. Leah's going to also be helping me out too as well, just answering any questions. She's our regional performance associate, so she's going to be going over a couple of things too. But basically, I'm going to be sharing my screen with you all today so you can actually see the TextDrip platform. I'm going to be going over like the core functionalities of TextDrip. So usually we do these things like one-on-one. I feel like this is like a big deal. I'm like, okay, there's gonna be a lot of people here. We're streaming this on Facebook. So at any time too, if anybody has like any random questions, feel free to ask me, throw it in a chat for me too as well. So that way we can just go over any questions. But yeah, I'm gonna be showing you guys the platform, be sharing my screen, going over the core functionalities with you, answering any questions that you may have too as well. So let me go ahead and get that started and share my screen with you. And oh, it said you disable this sharing screen. Oh, and you're muted. I couldn't hear anything. Okay, so thank you. So let me go ahead and share my screen now. So I'm going to be, let's go ahead and make this full screen. Can everybody see my screen okay? We can give like a thumbs up if everybody can see it. Awesome. Okay, so this is basically our TextDrip platform. So our mission at TextDrip is to make sure we ensure the highest deliverability rate amongst any communication platform. So we do that by several different ways for all of our customers. So the basic of the TextDrip is basically you make an account with us. Once you make an account with us, this is how it looks in here. Once you make an account, you basically make a campaign, you import your leads, and then you go ahead and start sending out text messaging. We also have several different things in place, how to make sure all of our customers are very well organized too. We have a lot of different and we have a really good support system too as well. So once you go ahead and sign up for TextDrip, the first thing you want to do is go ahead and get started with making a drip campaign. So I have 2 different drip campaigns already set up in here too as well that I'm going to show you guys just for our real estate agents. And then I'm going to also show you in real time how to actually make a drip campaign too. So from here, we're going to go into our drip campaigns that our customers and actually made this one here yesterday. So if we go into this drip campaign, so basically with the realtor, so this one here is it basically asks a question. I'm sorry here. What do you think of the properties first? So here we have this, it says first, this comes from our merge field. Now this is for our customers basically make things more personalized. So if you have a CSV file upload that into TextDrip, which you can upload up to 5,000 contacts. Once you upload those 5,000 contacts into TextDrip, once you use any of our merge fields, you can make it personalized. So if you want to throw in their first name, their last name, their email, their birthday, just to make things personalized for them, you can always go ahead and add that in there for them too as well. But once you have your first message created, automatically with TextDrip, we will put that opt-out language on there for you, but it only goes on the message that very first time. So I know you said like in the past, that's one thing that sucked that you didn't really like about the other platform that you're using. With TextDrip, by compliance, we do have to ask it, but it's only that first time. Once they opt in and start sending you messages back and forth, it's never going to ask that question again to the same as to that same person. Now, at any time, if they want to opt out because you gave them that option that very first time, they can do that, but they're not going to see that message over and over again because that could be super annoying. But automatically, it gets added on there too as well. So you won't see it on here, but on when the message actually goes out, it's going to be added on there. But basically with TextDrip, you create your message that you want to send out to your customers. So like I said, let's say you have a list of 500 contacts that you want to send out for your customers. Now from there, you'll be able to create the message, and then you'll be able to pick the time duration. So this particular time duration we have is set for 1 minute. So let's say you upload your CSV file at 8 a.m. You go ahead and you select the drip campaign that you want to go ahead and send out for your customers. They're going to receive this first message here at right at 8:01. So those customers have either a couple of different options they're going to do. They're either going to opt out and then just opt out from getting any messages at all, or they're going to go ahead and start responding back to you, or let's say they don't say anything to you at all. So let's say if that person decides to ignore it, or they're just busy, they didn't really see that message. So we have another message that's going to go ahead and get sent out for those customers too as well. So we have another message that gets sent out for them. And I have this message set up actually to go out within 1 hour. So they'll receive this first message here at 8:01. They'll receive this next message here at 9:01. Then we have another series of messages too. And the good thing about TextDrip is that you can have as many messages goes out for those customers. So this is really, really good for those marketing tools to reach out to your customers about certain listings in the area. And then that way, if certain customers don't respond back, you have the option to choose between minutes, hours, and days of how far apart that you would want to actually send them those messaging. So once you go ahead and create your drip campaign, you basically click on save in our system. Once you click on save in our system, you're going to import your leads. Now, in TextDrip, we have 3 different ways we allow our customers to actually import leads. So you can import leads directly through a CSV file. You can upload, like I said, with up to 5,000 contacts. And also TextDrip, we also can incorporate any any CRM too as well. So Jennifer, do you guys use a particular CRM that you use for your real estate company?
So, well, I use KvCore and a lot of EXP agents do, but I know there's some members on here that use Lofty. So,
Okay.
yeah, so that would be good to be able to incorporate so new leads that fit certain criterias can automatically be uploaded.
Absolutely. So what I'm going to show you an example is I'm going to log into a CRM. This is something that our real estate agents, they use. But the good thing about TextDrip is that we can add any CRM too as well. So if you have a particular CRM that you would like to add with TextDrip, you can absolutely add that too. So you can add it through our TextDrip Chrome extension. So once you click on the TextDrip Chrome extension, you'll see here at the bottom where it says add features, add CRM. So all of our customers, once they sign up for TextDrip, they basically download the TextDrip Chrome extension and they click here where it says CRM and add new CRM. Once they put in the CRM that they would like to use, our developers actually add that on here for you. Now, I'm going to show you in real time how it works. I'm going to just log into the CRM here. So let's say just for an example, we have this person, Nancy name is pulled up in your CRM, and you want to go ahead and send Nancy over to TextDrip. So instead of just like copying and pasting all Nancy's information, her address, her name, her phone number, sending her over to TextDrip, then going ahead and adding her to that drip campaign, you're going to just click on our TextDrip Chrome extension. Once you click on that TextDrip Chrome extension, you're going to be able to go right in here, add her right into whatever drip campaign that you like. You can also add a tag. I'll go over tags too later on as well. Once you go ahead and add her to the tag, you're going to click on send to TextDrip. Once you click on send to TextDrip, all of Nancy's information name is going to automatically be ported right into our TextDrip account. So once you go back into TextDrip, I'm not going to actually send Nancy any messages this morning, but once you go ahead and go back to TextDrip and go to contacts, you're going to see Nancy's name is going to pop up here right in our contact field. You're going to be able to click on the plus sign and see any additional information about her. And then from here, you can already have her into a drip campaign, or if you want to, you can go ahead, you can add personal notes. I always tell people add notes to all of your contacts in here. These are a really, really good way to keep up with personable things. Let's say if a person, they really love certain colors, or they're looking for like a certain house or certain things like that, you can add little notes about them. Like, hey, Nancy, I know you were looking for, 2-bedroom, with this certain color. When that becomes available, you'll have that note about Nancy too as well, to be able to reach out to make things more personalized for her. So those are 2 different ways you can import leads into TextDrip. Another way to import leads directly into TextDrip is going up here to our actions, and then you can import leads in one at a time. So let's say if you just get the person's information from somebody else, they just said like, hey, Jennifer, I have this person here, they're looking for a home. Make sure you reach out to them. You say, okay, great. You put in their first name here, you put in their phone number. And once you put in their first name and phone number, if you want to add that person to a drip campaign, you can. If you don't want to, you don't have to at all. You would choose your phone number for that person to actually receive the messages from, and just click on save, and then save all that person's information right into TextDrip. So those
Tana,
are
can you use from your own cell phone number, or is it just like another and you choose like the zip code?
So when everybody that signs up for TextDrip, they will be assigned the phone number. However, if you want to keep your own personal phone number, so let's say if you're running a business and you don't want to change your phone number, let's say that phone number is your customer service number. If you don't want to change that, you can absolutely import your own personal phone number. But everybody, once they sign up for TextDrip, they're going to just pick out a new phone number. When you pick out that new phone number, you can choose from any of our 50 states. So if you're in North Carolina, you can pick a North Carolina phone number. Anybody that's in Florida, they can pick a Florida number. I will pick a Michigan phone number to reach out to my contacts. One good thing too we have with TextDrip that I love about us too is that if we go here to where it says my phone numbers, with TextDrip, we allow all of our customers to add up to 49 numbers to their account, so they can have a total number of 50 altogether. This is really, really good as like a marketing strategy, because if you're reaching out to me and you're in North Carolina and I see a North Carolina phone number, I'm like, who is this? I'm automatically going to think you're spamming me. Like, I'm probably not going to respond back. I don't know who this person is. But in TextDrip, we give you the opportunity to purchase numbers at 50 cents from any of our 50 states. So you can go in and choose a different phone number to add to. So when you're sending me messages, or you can send out messages to anybody in Michigan, once you upload a Michigan phone number, anybody from Michigan, they're going to receive that area code. So I'm going to think somebody's local is reaching out to me, letting me know like, hey, it's a new listing here. Then I'm more inclined to actually respond back to that customer instead of just ignoring it. So we put several different ways in place for our customers to actually reach out, for you guys to actually reach out to your different customers. And this, like I said, is a really good marketing tool to reach out to different people. Did anybody have any questions about the drip campaigns, or like certain messages that you would want to send out for any of your customers? All right, well then I'm gonna go ahead and oh no, I see a message in the chat. So let me go ahead and does it cost extra? It does not cost extra to have your own phone number. So yeah, the only thing you would just have to let us know. So when you sign up for TextDrip, you will sign up with a temporary phone number, and you can either let somebody know on our customer service team. What a lot of our customers do is that they sign up for, like how we're doing the demo today, they do a one-on-one demo with me or with one of my teammates. That way we go through a lot of our core functionalities with them, and we determine what package that they need. And we're going to go over packaging and pricing towards the end. So once you sign up for it, you can let me know like, hey, Tana, I'm going to be using my own personal phone number. And so during the sign up process, I'm going to actually send you a list of questions that we have to ask to get your phone number ported over. So for about 24 hours, you're going to have a temporary phone number. Then we can go ahead and just switch to your own personal phone number at no additional cost. Like I said, this is really good for those customers who have small businesses and they want to keep their own phone number just for like customer service sake. But more than likely, everybody that signs up, you can just go ahead and get your own phone number at any time. You can always change your phone number to at any time.
Can I ask a question? With the
yeah.
new law that prior sending text, you need to get an approval from a receiver. How do you approach this aspect? Thank you.
So when you're sending out messages with TextDrip, we always make sure that all of our customers are always in compliance. So we do that. So when everybody signs up for TextDrip, you're going to have to register your EIN with the IRS. So once you sign up, we take you to a series of steps. And if you don't have an EIN, that's absolutely no problem with TextDrip. We'll actually help you too as well. We actually have an EIN set up with one of me and my teammates. We'll actually come on here and help you sign up. And it's absolutely free for you to sign up for an EIN. But once you have your EIN, you're going to basically register that with the IRS. Once you have your EIN registered for your business, what's going to happen is that now with TextDrip, we're basically saying that we are protecting you to make sure that you're always in compliance. So you don't have to wait for like an approval to send out any messaging. Everybody is going to have a daily limit on how many messages that you can send out. Depends on how old your EIN is. Everybody starts off with can be able to send out around 1,200 messaging a day, but for the most part, everybody's going to have their own amount of messages that they can actually send out on a daily basis. So once you know how many messages that you can send out, TextDrip, we put several different things in place to protect all of our customers at all times. Just for an example, certain time zones, you can't send out any messages past 8 p.m. So instead of you being worried about that, let's say if you have a drip campaign and you have a message that so happens is going to schedule to go out at 8:30 p.m. Now, if you were to try to send that, if you send that message out to your customers, what TextDrip is going to do is automatically stop that from going out to make sure that you're protected and you're always in compliance. And it's going to resume back the next morning after 8 a.m. for you. So that's just one of the things we do to make sure we put in place to make sure all of our customers are always in compliance. So once we add on that opt-out language to your very first message that's on there for your drip campaign, that is basically opting in your customers and letting them know that, that basically it's okay to be able to send them messages and you're going to be in compliance.
And so that way, like maybe our first message that goes out, like in our campaign, if they already are clients that know us, we could say something like, hey, this is Jennifer Salter. I just want you to know that this is my work line that I use for texting, so I can message you. And that way they know it's kind of from you.
Exactly.
That would help.
Exactly. And then for those people too who already have their own phone numbers, they're going to be reaching out to their customers. Now, it's still going to have that opt-out language on there because they absolutely have to have that on there to be in compliance. But if it's somebody you've already been talking to, then they're going to just continue to send you messages and not have to worry about that. But definitely, yeah, in your first drip campaign, you can just set up to say, hey, this is Jennifer. I just want to confirm a couple things with you. This is the new phone number I'm going to be contacting you from. And then after that, you're basically they're basically agreeing to get messages. And then they're going to always be in compliance too as well.
And when they respond, Tana, where does it go? And what if they call the number?
So there's two different things. If they respond back, it's going to go into your inbox here. So with our inbox, is pretty cool too, is that, so this is the inbox. You see it says combined view and separate view. So if you have multiple phone numbers, you can put it on separate view. And let's say if you and somebody else were, let's say, if you and somebody else, you have like an assistant and she also helps you with your TextDrip account, you can assign her own phone number. So she can go in here and just click on it, and then these are going to be her messaging. And then these are going to be your messages too as well. You can have them color coordinated. You can also name them too as well, but they're going to always come here to the inbox. This is also really good for too, if you have multiple phone numbers for multiple states, you can always just put here too, this is your Michigan phone number, or this is your Florida phone number, this is your Ohio phone number, and you could check the inbox individually for all of those phone numbers in there. So every time somebody responds back, it's going to go here. We also have a TextDrip mobile app too as well. So you don't have to always worry about being online. Everybody's on their phone. My phone is out right now. So anywhere I go to, I'm going to receive those messages. Anytime you receive a message from TextDrip, it's going to automatically, you're going to get a notification in our notification center, and it's going to go right to your phone too as well, or to your tablet. But this is where it's going to go to for your, if anytime you receive a message from somebody, receive messaging.
And I have one more question. I'm sorry, I didn't join right on time.
That's okay.
So do you offer templates for the text, or it's like you go in and type individual message?
So we don't offer templates, and we don't offer templates because of this reason. So let's say if you and somebody else were sending out the same exact message, and let's say that you're sending out, a couple hundred messages a day. So is that person sending out a couple hundred messages a day too? What's going to happen is that it's going to look like that the same message is constantly going out over and over and over again amongst a lot of different people. So if we have the templates online, then a lot of people are going to be using the same exact messaging over and over again. So to avoid that, if everybody's sending out the same exact messaging, then you can potentially come a red flag to the phone carriers. They're going to think you're mass spamming people. So we don't put templates online. We do encourage our customers to come up with their own messaging. However, if you and somebody else come up with a really good drip campaign and you want to potentially use kind of the same messaging, and within our drip campaign, we do have AI message generator. So we come in here and let's say this is the message that let's say you have like a team of people, you all want to send this out. What you would do is go in here and click on where it says AI message generator. You would just click on where it says generate, and it's going to give you 3 different options, basically the same exact message, but just in a different verbiage for you instead. So now you can go in here and you can just select a brand new message. And once you select that new message, you can go literally just get rid of the original one and go in and just make a brand new message instead. So And like I said, in the future, if you, and this is just for anybody that's using the texting platform, you don't want to use the same thing everybody else is doing. You always want to make sure that all your messages are very unique and different from everybody else's. And let's say like you send me a message and I get it, and then somebody else a couple days later send me the same exact message. I'm like, what's going on here? But they're all like generally different. It makes a huge difference, and it makes sure that it looks like you're not mass spamming people. So you can kind of use the same messages, but go in there and switch up the verbiage. But we don't want to put message templates online because then everybody would use the same exact one. So to avoid that, I always tell all of our customers to please, if you're sharing messages, please make sure you always switch up any of your messages that are going out for your customers.
I have another question too, if that's okay. I don't want to get
Sure.
off track.
No, I love this. I wanted it to be more interactive like this. This is how it usually works. So this is really good.
So for me, like I was thinking, I have like hashtags. So when certain leads come in, it triggers my email campaign that goes out to these new leads. Okay. What I was hoping is then, because you guys can attach to a CRM, that lead with that hashtag could potentially trigger a texting campaign. So for instance, if I have a seller lead and my first email that goes out is, hi, thanks for your interest in potentially selling your home. I'm going to send you a CMA report so you can, get an idea what your home could sell for. Well, then maybe right after that starts, maybe I want 30 minutes later for a text to go out to supplement that email. Hey, I just wanted you to know, I just sent you an email about getting a CMA out. Let me know if you have any questions or whatever. Will it be able to do that? Like if it comes in, can it come in with a hashtag that triggers certain campaigns in here?
So unfortunately, we don't have that's actually like a really cool feature, and I need to talk to like our leadership team about that, because unfortunately we don't have that, but we do have several different things in place. For an example, so we do have quite a few bit of automation with TextDrip. So just for an example here, I'm going to show you our quick responses and let you know how those work. So we have our quick responses. So with our quick responses here, this is for an example, this is a welcome pack. It has a keyword here in this column that says tips. And then as it says, here's a list of complete copies of our website packaging. So you can potentially send out a message to your customers, and you can ask them to type back certain questions. Like if you would like more tips, please type back the word tip. And then they would type that back. And then because the keyword is here and this because this message is active, it's going to automatically send them that too. So that is one way. Another part of TextDrip that we have is our integrations. So we have a part of TextDrip in here is called intent automation. Now, with intent automation, what it does is that it separates all of your messages into three different intents. We have neutral, we have positive, and we also have an opt-out intent too as well. So let's say if you do send out it's a blast message from people to a certain group of people, right? If they respond back in any positive way, if they say, that sounds great, give me more information. Oh, I have been looking for a new home. Any type of positive response whatsoever is going to trigger to them to automatically receive a drip campaign. You can set that up in here. You can have the campaign you want them to get, or if you want to automatically add them, have a message get sent out to them. We also have, we do have tags in here too, which you can create. So you can have a positive tag, you can have a Florida tag, you can say 3 bungalow tab, anything you want, you can create as many tags as you like. You can automatically tag those people, or you can add them to a pipeline. And I'll go over tags and pipelines a little bit later for you guys too as well. But if they respond back in any type of positive way whatsoever, it's going to trigger our system to automatically put them into a drip campaign. And you can have that drip campaign and go on and ask them a series of questions. What kind of house are you looking for? What area are you looking for? Do you have children? Do you need a school area? Things like that. You can have that get triggered to send back out to those certain customers. So while we don't have it that's attached to the email, but we do have it. So in here, they can automatically get responses back. Or Leah, what our integrations, would that help them in any way just for the automation studios? Leah, are you still here? Leah, if you're talking, you're muted. I can't see.
Well, while you're waiting for her, but manually you can go ahead and do that, right? Like, so manually when the lead comes in, you can set a trigger so it starts a campaign, right?
Absolutely, yes. So you can have this set up on your account. And like I said, you can have a neutral intent. So the customers are just like, I don't know. So they just say something like that to you. You're just like, okay, you didn't say you're looking for a new house, but you didn't say yes or you didn't say no. So you can, instead of sending them a message, you can have like a message sent out for them, like to go out like 30 days, just as like a follow-up, or you can also add them to a pipeline. So we have like a neutral intent pipeline. So how our pipelines work is that once you add customers to a pipeline, and I'm going to add a customer here just to a pipeline. So let's say if I add her here to, let's see. Oh, so I have a neutral pipeline here. If I were to add her to that neutral pipeline, but the system will automatically trigger to send her that. So when you're going through your pipelines, you're going to see a full list of all of those. And where are they? Here it is. So Leah's name automatically popped in here. So you're going to have like a long list of all those people that responded back in a neutral way. So that way, if you want to go in and just like read their message and see exactly what they were saying, like, oh, they're not sure right now, or, they're not really sure, I don't know. Or some people are asking like, who is this? It helps to filter out those people. So you can potentially put people into another pipeline. So this person, they may seem interested. So you're going to add them you can add a tag to them or contact that person. Or if a person just like, hey, like just leave me alone or something like that, it's going to add, you can just go ahead and just delete that person or just get rid of them altogether. So it is sort by different ways. This is super helpful when you guys are doing marketing and reaching out to mass people. So anybody that responds back in a positive way, they can automatically get a drip campaign. Anybody that responds back in a neutral way, it can add them to a list. And then that way you can go back in and individually check on those people and see exactly what their needs are. And for the intent automation, we also have an opt-out intent. So if those people respond back in a negative way to you, you can automatically either have them to get opted out, or you can just archive their messages too, or you can do both. So that's the good thing about it. You can have them just archive it, opt them out, or you can just archive it. So that way, if those people just say something, weird to you, you don't even have to deal with them or even look at their messages anymore.
Can you guys hear me?
Leah?
Can you hear me?
Yep, I can hear you now.
Okay. All right. Hi, everybody. I just want to touch base on two things real quick. On the automation studios, we do have the opportunity to integrate. We don't per se call it hashtag, but that is a function that we can definitely trigger for you to make sure that they're getting, the file. And then after that action is made, it has a reaction and then another action and then another action. That's the cool thing about TextDrip. We'll automate pretty much your hustle, right? The next thing that I wanted to go over real quick is, I know that Lena asked about templates and all that good stuff. We actually have a platform outside of TextDrip called ChatGPT. I don't know if you guys are familiar with AI, but we have our own version of ChatGPT integrated within ChatGPT. So the only thing you have to do is have like the middle subscription. And then from there, you type in real estate templates and it loads tons of things, right? So you just have to be super specific of what you're looking for, and then it'll generate for you. So I'll go ahead and drop that in the chat for you guys. So that way you can try it out and see if it's something that's actually going to be working out really great for you.
Well,
Thank
thank
you,
you
Leah.
very much. I apologize. I have to jump off, but before I do, what are the subscription prices?
Oh, so I can go ahead and pull that up for you right now. So let me go. Sorry here. So with TextDrip, we do offer 3 different subscription plans. So we have a Spark Starter, we have a Growth Gear, and we also have an Elite package too as well. So the Spark Starter, those are more just for like individuals, smaller businesses. These are people who just send out just like reminder texts, things like that, just except very small businesses. And with the Spark Starter, it starts at, it's $19.99 per month for that. And you'll see that it doesn't come with all of the features. So like you won't be able to do like the call forwarding, the AI message generator, that's not included. What Leah was talking about too with the automation studio to be able to set those triggers, that's not included too with the Spark Starter. Our most popular plan that most of our customers use will be our Growth Gear. Now with the Growth Gear, you start off, well, we give everybody credits, but with the Growth Gear, everybody gets 8,000 credits. So when you sign up for TextDrip, automatically you are going to you're going to receive 8,000 credits if you were to sign up for this this one here. So what it is 1 credit represents one segment that's going out, and one segment is 1.2 cents, and you get 160 characters per segment. So basically, you see 1,000 credits basically represents 1,000 messages that you can send out for your customers. And then after that too, you would just go ahead and purchase credits as you need them. The good thing about TextDrip is that we have a lot of different ways too for our customers to actually earn free credit. So when you sign up for TextDrip, I'm gonna go back over here. There's a lot of information in here in TextDrip. The good thing that we do with TextDrip is that we try to make sure that any of our customers that sign up, that they do a demo with one of me and my teammates. We will literally go through every single part of TextDrip. I mean, like literally everything. It's like an hour-long demo, but we go through it to that onboarding process to make sure you know how to work every single thing in here. We give you different tips. We give you different tricks to use too while you're using it. Leah is also our performance reviewer. You can sign up for their demo with her. She'll go in and personalize everything for you too as well. This is no additional cost. Actually, for doing the demo with one of my teammates, we'll actually give you an additional 1,000 credits too as well. So that way, everybody that signs up for TextDrip and does a demo, you're going to start off with automatically with 2,000 credits. Now
does that
today,
roll over every month?
no,
No.
unfortunately, the credits that we give you do not roll over every month, but we always want to make sure that any credits that you do use, we make sure that you use these credits first. So any credits that you decide to purchase or that you earn with TextDrip, those credits are going to automatically roll over. But this way you can always look forward to getting 1,000 credits every month with us too as well. Now, we do have a free trial link in here too as well. Leah did put that in there. Thank you so much, Leah. Leah put the free trial link in here too. Leah, can you go over exactly what the free trial link is? I know it's for our growth gear, but it also comes with a free, how many days is the free trial would they get if they use that link?
So what we did for you guys, since there's a lot of you guys, we want to definitely make sure that this is a platform that's going to be working for you and your business. So we want to give you a chance to try it out for 60 days. We're super confident that it'll work with the additional help from us here in the team and setting it up just the way that you need it for your business. It does include 3,000 credits to get you started and start sending some messages out and get you rolling. 60-day trial. And then after that, it goes into the growth gear. It is a growth gear trial. It is our most popular plan that a lot of people use it for sales specifically. And then within the growth gear, obviously you have the add-ons, which would be like automation studios and things like that you can add on for additional costs a month. If you just wanted to say, this actually worked for me, but I don't want to kind of be a la carte, I just want everything to be paid for, then you will move up to the next subscription, which has everything for free. We definitely give you the option to add things on and cancel as you want, just because some people don't use all the features, right? So we don't want you to kind of overpaying for things that you don't necessarily use for your business per se. Within this trial, it does give you opportunity again to kind of trial and error, A/B test what's working, what's not working without you having to pay a subscription, which I think is pretty cool, as well as it gives you time to get vetted. Vetted is pretty much asking the carriers for permission for you to contact their clients. So if you have an EIN and you have this trial link, get registered. Even if you don't want to do the texting right now, get that process started so that way you don't have to wait when you're ready to do so, right? Your account is fully vetted, is ready to go. Now, with that being said, you are able to start sending messages without being fully vetted. We just have to wait for the carriers to approve you fully to give you kind of like a full-on, all right, contact everybody you want. Does that make sense?
Yes.
Other than that, yeah, that is what the trial link offers. And again, after that, it's just $34.99 on a monthly basis. There is no cancellation fees. So if at any point you're like, hey, I don't think this is working out for me, you can definitely walk away. But before you walk away, definitely get in contact with us. One of the things we pride on is getting on the phone with you right away and figuring out where your hiccups are, right? What you want to do with the platform, as well as we're an ongoing automation platform. So if anything that you come across, you're like, hey, I kind of like this feature, I per se see this happening and I want something similar to that. Is that something we can develop? Absolutely. We can definitely reach out to our developers, speak about it, and integrate it within a month or so, right? Depending on how busy they are. But we can definitely help it and customize it to your specific business.
Leah, I have a quick question. With the text, can we send out like video messages or images, or if we want to attach our business card or something like that? Does it allow you to do anything other than the just straight text?
Of course. So
can
we can definitely have
absolutely-
multimedia messages. You just can't send them videos right now, but you
Okay.
can definitely attach your business card. You can definitely send picture messages. I believe there's
good.
additional cost, like it's like 12 cents, 12 coins or something like that instead
Yeah,
of.
it's 5 credits per MMS, but you can definitely upload them by just clicking on here where it says add to image. And you can add an image in here and it does let you know it is 5 credits per MMS. But yeah, we already have somebody in here with their with their card in here already. But it's just like videos, things like that. You can add links into TextDrip. So if you do have a video that you would like to show them, you can add in your links to any of your drip campaigns so your customers can click on that and watch the videos from there.
Perfect.
Was there any other questions or anything else we could go over today? Oh, okay, somebody to put a question in here too. Oh, that was Leah. Okay, so yeah, Leah did say the trial is for 60 days and 3,000 credits. Now, she's saying 3,000 credits, but I'm letting you know too, once you sign up for TextDrip too, and you once you sign up and you do, sign up to do a demo with me and one of my teammates, and we help you to navigate through your platform, we're going to give you an additional 1,000 credits for that too as well. So everybody in here today, they can sign up for TextDrip, they can sign up to do the demo, and then we'll give you those 1,000 credits. So you can sign up for 60 days for free and just trying the platform out, see how you like it or not, you know, get the ins and outs of it. Start off with those 4,000 credits to start sending out messaging to all of your customers. And after 60 days, if it's something that you don't like, they said there's no cancellation fee. So there's no contracts or anything to sign like with TextDrip. So if you don't like it, you can just walk away from it. And if you want to keep on, then you can just stay on with the platform too. And another good thing I love about TextDrip is that we have a really, really awesome customer service team. So how Leah helped on here and helped me too, and said she's a part, she does the performance reviews. They said she helps to customize your pages. We also have our customer service here team too. They're live. So have you guys ever like went on to like Amazon? I was on there the other day and I was trying to like return something and they kept asking me different options. And I'm like, no, like none of these work. Like I need to talk to somebody. And I had to like schedule for somebody to call me back, which they called me back while I was working. And then I had to wait for it. So it can be super frustrating. The good thing about TextDrip is that once you go to our customer service team, it's a live agent there. They will respond back within 30 seconds of you sending out a message. Not only would they chat with you, they can also hop on a call with you and they can get on a Zoom call with you too. So let's say if you're doing something in TextDrip and you're just like, I don't know what the heck I'm doing, or I don't remember what Tana told me during the demo, we will record all our demos and send those out to you too as well, so you can always look back over them. But if you just need additional support, they can always just hop on a Zoom with you and they can go through the quick responses or the pipelines or tags and make sure that you're using things correctly. So that way we want to make sure all of our customers are always making sure their messages are always being delivered and they're using the platform correctly at all times. And somebody else had another, oh, this is sorry, I thought somebody else sent another message in here too, another question. Did anybody else have any questions about anything in particular about TextDrip?
And I could show you some tips and tricks too on my page. So that way you guys kind of get rolling and kind of like what to look out for, what to kind of like, you know, be in the ballgame.
Leah, do you want to share your screen or?
Let me go ahead and make her a co-host real quick.
Okay. I'm going to stop sharing mine. And I'm going to go ahead and.
All right. You're
I
on.
have a question real quick before you share. If you have somebody on a drip campaign and it's sending on like these automated messages and then they start engaging and actually becoming more of like an active customer pre-client or whatever, does the system automatically like boot them off, or is that something that we would have to do manually to make sure that they're not getting our personal messages plus the drippy stuff?
Absolutely. So once you set up essentially your drip campaign, it schedules everything out. However, whenever that person does reply to you, it'll break off the chain of that initial campaign to get them rolling. And then let's say you're like, okay, perfect. I told you about a couple of listings. I'm gonna put you now on my next campaign, which is a follow-up, right? Hey, did you get my last message? Hey, I'm just following up with the property I sent you. Hey, I did this. So that way you never kind of have to go on a daily basis and type in your messages. So definitely, so pretty much it'll break off. You have that conversation, then you can add them into a next drip campaign, or you can schedule them for a callback. You can do whatever you need from there.
But if you use your own personal phone number, it'll be the same, right? They won't know. I think she was asking, like, once they start responding to you and you want to go ahead and take over on your cell phone, well, if you
Okay.
have your personal number, it would just be the same, right?
If you have the number, we can integrate it into the platform from your carrier and they give us the permissions. Sure, it's an easy transition. However, I personally suggest when you're marketing, right, you want to have your specific office text messaging one, and then you want to have your personal one. Reason being is, let's say you are blasting a whole bunch of people and you're contacting 5,000 people and you happen to burn your phone number for whatever reason, then you have to kind of start over, right? So what I would suggest, or I do suggest essentially to all my clients is, hey, have your office number. Let them know this is my office number. You were probably talking to my assistant, or you were essentially talking to me, but this is where I contact all my clients. Once we get on a personal level and you're seeing these houses with me and all that extra stuff, I'm going to give you my personal cell phone so you have access to me at any point, because now we're actually engaged, right? So that's a way to transition them out of that. Not only that too, the cool thing about the platform is that we actually track your spam records, right? So let's say that you send out a message and that message was something very spammy. The system's going to let you know. The system's going to tell you, hey, that message, don't send it, because the carriers are going to be filtering it out, as well as it's going to tell you, hey, this phone number has this many violations from customers. They don't like you sending that message. They don't like you contacting them, right? You do have the option to enable what we call the DNC, right? The do not call registry, or you just leave it open. Kind of like, it depends on where you're getting your leads, right? Kind of like earlier you mentioned, hey, you know, I have a couple of leads who have already opted in, but because they're on the DNC, they get blocked out, right? Well, we have a feature where you can either enable it or you can disable it. In this case, if you're getting those leads, disable it, right? Obviously, if a lead tells you, hey, stop messaging me, you gotta stop messaging them, right? You can't like bombard them and be like, hey, it's me. Remember we had a conversation. Like, it is what it is, right? Or, right, at that point, grab the phone and make that connection, right? But like, hey, I just want to make sure that you didn't think I was spammy or anything like that. This is my personal line. I want to make sure that you're all good to go. And then that person would essentially leave you alone, right? And then continue to engage the way they were initially. Does that answer the question? Okay, awesome. Alrighty. So as far as TextDrip, can you guys see my screen?
Yes.
Awesome. So one thing we pride on is going to be free credits, right? We definitely want you to try things out rather than spending your own money until you get to that point where you want to invest fully, right? The ways to get free credits, again, like Tana mentioned, was going to be reviews. We want to just hear from you. If you want to scatter them out throughout the year, more than welcome to do so. As well as, one of the cool things is, once you get on a Zoom call with us, or if I make an office visit to you guys, take a picture with us, take a picture of the interaction, post it on your social media, advertise us, and you get more credits on that point, okay? So that's how to get free credits all the time. Next thing I want to go over is going to be pretty much the tips and tricks on delivery, right? How do you get your messages to actually deliver to your leads, okay? One of the biggest things is going to be to A/B test your messages. If you're constantly sending a message and you're not getting a lot of traction, change it up. Change it up, see what's going to be working. Have always a drip campaign 1 and a drip campaign 2 to see what's actually gaining more traction, right? Kind of like Tana said earlier, don't share your drips amongst each other. Reason being is you don't want to look like copy and paste and bombard the same lead and then be like, oh, sorry, yeah, they contacted you, but I also contacted you 5 minutes later. You're going to burn the lead. The lead's not going to want to be talking to anybody, right? They're also going to kind of associate you with robo texting, right? Next thing is going to be to avoid what we call hot words. Once you come aboard, I'll get on a call with you and show you a little bit more of the hot words and what actually gets burned out in the real estate world. For example, hot words are things that carriers are looking for. For example, I'm selling you on this and it's a wholesale thing and it's going to block you, right? Because they don't want their leads to be bombarded for sales. You have to come off very friendly. You have to come off very informational, if anything, as well as open a two-way communication. When we're opening two-way communication, you're sending trigger words for clients to be like, wait, what? Or, hey, I'm curious about what you're saying. Once they reply to you, it's end game. The carrier is going to see that you are reliable, you are somebody real, you're not spamming a whole bunch of people. So you're going to build credibility within yourself and within your EIN as well, okay? Next thing, we do have a platform called Landline Remover, which is going to remove all the landlines for any spreadsheets that you download online. I personally used to be in the insurance world sales, and let me tell you, I got a lot of landlines and I was wasting money and all that stuff on other texting platforms. And when I came across TextDrip, I was like, oh, wow, they have a landline remover. Let me just scrape everything out and now actually contact what's right. Not only landline remover, but it actually removes anybody from the DNC litigators, which, you know, we don't love, as well as it's going to tell you the carriers that these leads are coming from. And it's going to also get the VoIPs removed from that list as well, meaning voicemail calls, if anything, okay? Next thing is going to be following your carrier daily limits. Each EIN is going to have a specific amount of leads that you can contact. Don't get scared. It's not like 100. You do have a higher to start off with. However, if you're brand new with your EIN, you're not going to be able to contact 50,000 people, okay? You have to build credibility with carriers to make sure that you're a legit business, okay? Once you get to that point, congrats, you're awesome. You can contact 50,000 people, okay? As far as that goes, how to gain your leads, right? So the best leads, the best deliverability is going to be with leads that have opted in, okay? This is organically, this is through your website, this is leads that you get. If you scrape them off the website, like a website or something like that, you're not going to get a lot of luck. Reason being is they're not opted in, so they're most likely going to tell you stop or end all. One of the cool things about our opt-out message is that you can actually modify it. You can change it so it doesn't have to be the robotic standard stop all if you don't want this anymore. You can give them an option to say something else. As long as it's approved by our compliance team, they'll approve it for you and let you roll with it. Just make sure you're giving somebody the option to stop getting messages from you, okay? So when you come up with that language, make sure that you're actually like incorporating a way to say it, okay? So you're gonna come here, you're gonna go to my profile. Under my profile, it's gonna say opt-out text, okay? Under the opt-out text, you're gonna be able to create whatever trigger words you want them to use, and then you can create as many messages as you want. And then how this works is once that first message goes out, it'll pick from the list that you have here of opt-out messages. So it works as a spin text, okay? What a spin text is a way of sending multiple messages in one text message. How is that beneficial to you? Well, when you're sending 100 messages at once, it's not gonna look like you're spamming somebody with the same exact content, okay? So you're essentially filtering words when you're sending the message. And you don't have to kind of like do that on your own. We actually do it for you. So cool thing, again, we have everything automated for you. So if you come here, for example, you're gonna go to the right top corner. This is our drip campaign. You're gonna tap on create spin text. It'll tell you a little bit about how it works and what it is. You tap the create spin text box. And then from there, if you can see here, it has a bracket. It says thanks/thank you, curl bracket. When this message goes out, one message is gonna say thank you, the next one is gonna say thanks, all within the same content. Okay, so it's gonna make you look unique to the carriers. It's gonna make you look super professional, as well as you're not sending the same exact thing over and over and over. Imagine two of your leads are in the same office and they get the same message. They're gonna be like, what? Well, actually, no, we're gonna try to avoid that 100%, okay? The more spin text within your drip campaign, the way better you're gonna be. It might look like it's super high on your characters, but when it goes out, it'll only pick one, so you're not wasting credits either, okay? Obviously, the higher delivery is going to be under 160 characters. So don't send a paragraph unless you're engaged with that client. I can tell you this, to get that contact, you have to stay under 160, okay? Don't sell yourself out before they actually are interested. And nothing, man, one of the coolest thing about the drip campaigns is that we're all about follow-ups, right? Personally, I know my sales take anywhere from 6 to 17 touches sometimes. So the cool thing about TextDrip is you set this up. I have 19 touches in this drip that I use for work, right? And then by the 19th touch, if they don't get it, that's okay. I'm going to put them in a different pipeline. I'm going to put them in a different tag, and then I'm going to recontact them again, right? Until they answer me. Now, let me tell you this. Cool thing again is you can put leads into the system and forget about them. All right. Eventually, once they reply, you're going to have those touches there. As long as you have a log, you know, saying, hey, I uploaded this on this day. Let me just go back on that list and how that list was and see the engagement on that list to see if I need to re-drip those people. Re-dripping meaning I'm going to grab everybody who didn't answer me and I'm going to contact them again. Why? Because they didn't opt out. So it's text until you die. Okay. As far as that goes, that's how to work the drip campaigns on a good level. The next thing that one of the features that this package includes is the buckets, okay? So the buckets is a way to preset things up for the year if you wanted to. So you could upload leads in here and say, hey, I want to contact these leads Monday, Wednesdays, and Fridays from 8 a.m. to 5 p.m. And I want about 500 leads to be contacted every hour. The system is going to distribute those leads with whatever setting you want to, as well as you can set these up for like, hey, every Friday, I want this specific group of leads to be contacted, reminder about the open houses on this specific zip code. You can set that up as well. I know Tara was talking about tags and pipelines, and I stress this out on every single call. Use them, okay? The more tags, meaning the more labels you have on your leads, the more organized you're gonna stay, and the easier it's gonna be to find a contact, re-drip a campaign, or simply create some sort of system for yourself. The tags are pretty much labels on what your leads are. You can label them quota, you can label them by zip code, you can label them by person working it, whatever you want. The customizable, it's endless, right? Next thing is going to be the pipelines, just like it sounds, right? So you're going to be able to create a system that works specifically for you, all right? So once you have people on the pipeline, let me add somebody real quick to the pipeline. So for example, I have this lead right now on a pipeline. This person again is going to be here. Give me just 1 second. Add her to that one specifically interested. We're going to add her. I'm going to go to pipelines again, and she's going to show up here. All right. So this is how you're going to work your pipeline. So, okay, cool. I came in today. I know this person is interested. She's not on a campaign right now. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to open up, see what the notes were. Okay, I spoke to her. I got to do a follow-up. Perfect. Let me make sure I schedule a message out for her. So I'm going to go in there. I'm going to check that I have all the contact information. She's all good to go. I'm going to go to messages, and then I'm going to schedule a follow-up, letting her know, hey, I'm sorry, 1 second here, follow up right here. Boop. I'm gonna add her to my schedule. I'm gonna put her on May, whatever the day was, and I'm gonna send her a text message that day letting her know, hey, today is our open house, whatever it is, right? And then that's gonna go into your pipeline, and that day is gonna deliver that text message, and it's gonna pop up for you, reminding you that you have some sort of commitment on your Google Calendar or whatever integration you wanna put it. As far as that goes, once you finish her, let's say that she essentially hasn't replied to you for a while. All right, perfect. Well, I'm going to click and drag you to the ghosted text, or you missed an appointment, and I'm going to add another campaign for you. And that campaign is going to be quoted ghosted text. Hey, I missed you. I didn't see you. And it's going to continue to drip and drip and drip and drip until that person replies to you. And then so on, right? You schedule it, you sold her, you did a thank you. And then essentially you're going to follow up with her, whatever, after you sold her and did the paperwork and inspections and all that good stuff. Okay. Any questions so far?
Well, I think just because we're getting towards the end, if someone is interested and they want to do a one-on-one demo, I see how they have the, you can schedule for it to be free for 60 days, which is awesome, the trial. But how can they schedule a time if they would like to get on one of your calendars?
I'm
Of
going to
course.
go ahead and drop my drop the link for our demo for our, my demo team. I'm going to put that in there right now, so that they can go in there and then schedule their own individual demo. And so it's going to be me or one of my teammates, and we're going to go over that one-on-one demo process with them, getting them completely onboarded, and also giving them those additional 1,000 credits too. So I am putting that in here.
And worst case scenario, Jennifer, whenever they sign up in our platform, once they register, right, at the end it's gonna have actual welcome video and the calendar for the demo as well, in case that link gets lost for you. If you guys need any additional like tailor made or anything like that, or you need somebody to go out there and be like, hey, I need you to talk to my group, you have my calendar link on the chat, and then I'll send you a follow-up email with Tana just to make sure you have my contact information, and we'll get on a call whenever you guys need. Or if you need me to visit that location, I got you. I'll go out there and make myself for you. Okay?
I had a question, a personal question that came through. Someone was asking if it integrates with CRM. So just so they know, yes, not only does it integrate with CRMs, but if there's a CRM that you need to be added, Leah and Tana were talking about how they can actually add your CRM with their developers. So that'll be really good for those of us that have different CRMs.
And I wanted to just make sure I input too that when you sign up for TextDrip, it is going to prompt you at the end once you sign up to sign up for a demo. That demo that it has at the end of it, that's only a 30-minute overview demo. If you want to get the 1,000 credits, just make sure you can just click on a link, and you can just skip it, that part at the end of it where it's going to ask you to book a demo. You can just click on a link or that I sent, and that's for the full demo for the 1,000 credits. So it has to be the hour-long one and not the 30-minute one.
And real quick, just to confirm, I got a couple of CRMs that you guys work with, so I can get ahead of the game and talk to my CEO of operations to start adding them in there. Lofty, Moxie, and KvCore, correct?
Yes, and someone said that they're on Moxie.
Moxie. Okay, cool. So I'll actually, once I get off this call, I'll contact him and be like, hey, can you add these in there and see if you could actually incorporate them? And then that way they're all good to go. Once I get the go, I'll let Tana know so she can contact you and let you know as well.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Does
But yeah,
anyone else have questions?
Awesome. Well, thank you so much for having us, guys. I appreciate
thank
it. And giving the
you.
opportunity to show you a little bit about our platform. If you have any questions, we're super friendly. I promise we don't bite. Please contact us. We want you to be super happy and happy with what you're actually getting. You know what I'm saying? So
Yeah,
Yeah,
no, I really
absolutely. Thank you.
Yeah, no problem. Thank you guys. And the chat is saved, so you'll see it with the recording. And I'm going to go ahead and put that on YouTube as well. So if anyone wants to watch the replay or get in touch with Leah or Tana, you'll have that ability. But thank you guys so much.
No, thank you for having us today, and we look forward to hearing from you all. You guys go ahead and get signed up, get those free credits, sign up for that demo, get more free credits too, and we look forward to seeing you all.
Perfect. Thank you guys so much.
Thank you. Bye.
Bye. Bye, everyone. Thanks for coming.
Bye.